my highlights on Big Brother Naija in Zanzi because I noticed that I don't know, Sha. Um, so even me, I just sort of got a little bit discouraged. Yeah, honestly speaking, I got a little bit discouraged. Whatever you're doing, you want people to engage, and when there's no engagement, there's a little bit of discouragement. This is not what I would have done on a normal day, but I really needed to do this. Honestly speaking, this content, at the end of the day, I just see it as this world is coming to an end because make it make sense. I saw something on Channels Television about a young guy from Kogi State that literally diced this young girl called Salome. The guy is a whole lot. He's a whole lot. I don't get it. Some people were saying he's pretending to be insane or whatever. But I just see it like this girl's blood. Yes. Do you know what it means to unalive someone? Eh? The blood is on your head. Like, see, I was watching one content creator talking about thing, and he said something like, what we see on social media is not usually it. And he's very correct. He's 100% correct. Me personally, there are some things that some of my friends will like, don't show on social media. And I'm like, I want to show it because I want to be a little bit in tune with my reality. I don't want to forget myself. And in as much as yes, the packaging sells and all of that, but there are some times that I love to show the real deal. Are you getting me? Because on several occasions, I've been in a situation where I see something online and I go for it and I end up getting disappointed. Which for me, self, there is no need of bringing people in, and then at the end of the day, because the whole idea is to keep people glued or coming to you for whatever goods and services or whatever, right? But that's not why I'm here, honestly speaking. This this content is even something that after I watched it, I'm so disorganized and I just needed to come up here and talk about it. But meanwhile, I'll be playing the clip from Channels Television. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. Let's analyze, let's review. There's nobody on the live stream yet. But hopefully, when you're rewatching this live stream, please feel free to drop your comments. This is, for me, this is a content that is everyone is involved. You don't need to know this person. You don't need to know this. We're talking of humanity. Humanity has deteriorated to some point, and the disgusting. I'll use the word disgusting part is how some people tend to make some kind of careless statement. Is it just cruise to them, or is it that people have lost value of life? They don't even know the value for life, that they talk anyhow. As in, the thing is annoying. Some people are, their lives are a mess. They are bitter, and wherever they find themselves on social media, they want to project it. In the past, they will say it's young girls that are going after Yahoo boys, bling 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 bling. But look at this guy. Which at this point, I wanted to say, if you want to put a checklist for husband material or whatever, you will say, okay, he has potential, he's hardworking and all of that. I know the irony of the whole thing, people said he was a gospel musician, or he is a gospel musician, but when they were interviewing him, he didn't even bring his life anything close to gospel. He said he's a cryptocurrency. He said he's a see, let us just be playing it, right? And then while we're playing it, we'll now be reviewing or analyzing it. I should have scheduled this live stream, but whatever, man. Let it just roll. When you guys see it, you people will watch, and please drop some things. Timileyon Ajayi, he's from Kogi State, and Salome Adaidu is from Benue State. Yes, Adaidu should be Agatu or Idoma, because I'm from the north central part of Nigeria, so I'm familiar with this news.
My friend, my girlfriend.
How long do you guys stay tonight?
Yeah. Oh yeah. How come none of the family members know that you guys were dating? Because it's actually complicated.
Ah,
It's complicated. So tell us about the complication. We don't get to see each other all the time. We're always coming around. Like for example, we have a lot of people around. We come around most of those times. So that's how it is. Did you kill Salome? Yes. Why did you kill her?
that word. Let me just take it out because of YouTube, whatever. That's to me, the effrontery, the guts, like the way he's answering. Does this guy think he's going to get away with this thing?
For the farm.
Is it more than what we see, what the eye sees? See, I'm not into true crime, but at this point, I'll follow this to the latter.
All right. On that day when she came to your house, when you invited. Narrate what happened on the day that you killed her. She came to my house and we're actually vibing. We're not actually vibing well, but based on one or two things. What is the one or two things? We started getting close to each other, and I saw that my vibe.
And I don't know if I should call him street because honestly, most of the time I didn't really. I was trying to pick up and understand what he was saying. Which one is she came to my house? We were vibing. And the thing is that prior to this interview, is like he has said different, even his age. You get at some point. Let's just keep going. It's a review, or rather, I'm just trying to analyze. Yeah.
But and our vibe came together. So that was how we came to be together. And that's how you killed her. Just tell us how you carried out, how long you planned to carry out the attack and how you executed it. It's not something I really planned on. Something that it happened on that day and it happened. It's not like I had a.
And the way he's talking casually, and honestly, the I know, okay, I know that along the line while the video is going on, the girl's uncle is going to really commend the Nigerian police. But I was surprised that a criminal like this, a murderer, not just any kind of murderer, the type that needed to dice the stuff, like if you will hear when the uncle will also talk. They left him roaming freely in the police station. What if the guy runs away? Or what's up? Or is the place so secured like that? To me, I feel people that have done less than that will usually be handcuffed, tied both hand and legs. But this one, a full-blown, he's not even in cuffs or chain. Like, wow.
In mind. See, ma, you told me that when she came, you caught her doing something. You caught her sex chatting with another man. That was why you killed her. So tell them, what is it? What has she done to you to deserve this? Tell them. She was always cheating. She hid most of the things from me most times.
There are some things that I want to say, but maybe when I say it, some people would think I'm coming from an emotional point of view, and I might not really say. I might not say. Talk is cheap. When you say something, sometimes you cannot take it back. There are a lot of content on social media that young men feed that puts them in a state where they don't see themselves dating a lady. They see themselves owning a lady. Now, to me, that's too deep. That's really too deep, honestly speaking.
How did you get to know? Because I saw her phone. How? When did you get to know? I saw her phone, like I said. What did you see in the phone that made you very angry? Most of the chat with the other guys. That's what I saw on the phone. So that was when you decided to kill her? Yes. Do you have any regret? I don't have any regret. Okay, you don't regret killing her? I don't. Why? Because...
Let me add something here. I hope tomorrow this guy will not come out and say he was under duress, because this guy doesn't seem to be someone that is under duress. Like I even said earlier, he's there roaming in the station like freely, to a point that he was even carrying his chair from where there was so much sunshine to where there is shade. I hope tomorrow he won't say all these things he said under duress, and he was acting insane. Could it be that this guy has a backing that you and I don't know? Because the effrontery, saying he doesn't even regret it, like more than ever now, when things like this is even beginning to scare me from even meeting and talking to people online, like, God forbid.
Life is reciprocal.
Wow.
That's what I thought. Life is reciprocal. And if you must be with someone, you have to be reciprocal with that person. You have to understand what that person is going through so that you can actually put yourself in the position that
Now
can.
the part is saying life is reciprocal is the part that I don't understand. Life is reciprocal. How? I think in one report I watched, he said that it was what he did was based on self-defense. But here too again, you will not hear where he said something like he asked her to lay and the girl lay. So where is the self? Life is, man. This guy is a mess.
Person is going through. So that was why I didn't have any regret. Because we were actually compatible. So that was why.
My nana says nothing is new in the world. So, Mr. Timmy, please narrate how it happened, what you saw that made you kill, and how you did it. What happened on that day?
What happened on that day was very simple. I caught her cheating on me.
I swear, Samson, the guy is clearly out of his mind.
She refused.
The guy
She refused.
is clearly
She didn't want to
out of
accept
his mind.
until I showed her the chat and showed her what she did, what she admitted, and told me she was sorry. It's never going to happen again. That was what happened.
So afterwards, you now asked her to go into the bathroom. What happened?
After that, I told her to go into the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and started some things. Immediately started those things. I couldn't take it lightly. I had to.
And in one report, he said that she attacked him first, blah blah blah. But suddenly now he said that he asked her to go to the bathroom, which means she even obeyed him. That's why he's saying some things like,
go into the room of where I can get some certain things that will happen. So I took the knife from the restroom and went it to her. Immediately she was lying her hand down. I held her neck and I did what I had to do, and that was it.
When she died, what happened?
When she died, nothing really happened.
I took the cutlass, then what?
I only took some parts of the knife, and that was it. That was what happened.
So how were you caught?
I wasn't caught. I surrendered myself.
exactly. Someone in the background even said it's not true. Now, the report says, or even the first videos that they say showing that I watched on this boy, this young man, True Crime with Daniel. He had clips where the guy was caught. In fact, the guy was almost mobbed, like mobbed. Abi, well, how do you guys call it in English? Before the police, I think, got so kind of, as in clear, and luckily for him, the police were close by and the police came in. If not, the crowd would have mobbed him. Like, it was out of suspicion. They said the bag he was carrying, her head, that flies were following him, so it was suspicious. Those another report again says that he actually entered keke. Like, keke is a form of transportation here, tricycle, and that the tricycle guy noticed that the package that the guy was holding, there was so much flies following him and there was so much blood, and so the guy now was one that raised suspicion. He was like, he doesn't understand what's happening here, but he is claiming now that he surrendered himself.
You were caught trying to dispose.
I surrendered myself. If I didn't want anybody to catch me, I would have done that. It's very simple.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
It's simple, to be honest.
Simi said he surrendered.
I'm just I don't understand. Like, I don't want to get triggered here, right? But the question here is, does he know the magnitude of what he has done? Does this Timileyon guy, does he even know where he has placed himself? Like, in fact, when he's talking to the reporters or to the interviewer, it's like he's telling them a story. I'm watching from Jigawa, by the way, currently serving NYC. Okay, we're seriously discussing about this yesterday. Yes, thank you. Samson, thank you very much. Thank you. Like, the audacity, exactly. We're talking of. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? The audacity, as in.
It's not a big thing to pay. Not a big thing to pay.
It's not a big thing. So tell us, where are you from?
I'm from Kogi State. I'll be 30 this year.
Hi, Jolie.
You told us 31.
I'll be 30 this year.
Now, can you even see? He's even lying about his age. Do you know why the interview is even going on? You could see clearly that there are some places that he's just cooking up these stories. He's just cooking up. You could just see he's stressing his brain to cook up stories that will fit into the narrative. Now he's not even his age. Oh, is that bad? Eh?
Now say 31.
I'll be 30 this year, this October.
So you say you have no regrets?
I have no regret.
See me? What do you do for a living?
He has no regret.
Cryptocurrency.
This information is very important. What has been going on? What has been going on? Like, what was going around? And even they were like, he's a gospel musician, he's an artist, he's a videographer, blah. But when they asked him now what he does, he said he's into crypto. So you see that part? As I said, at the end of the day, he's the one doing whatever he's doing. So he said he's into crypto. Okay.
It's my sister, my younger sister, and I feel very bad because I didn't just lose a person. We didn't just lose a person in my home. We lost a sister. My mom lost a daughter. So I feel really bad about the whole situation. And I demand and need justice to be served to this guy sitting over there because he's the person that murdered my sister. And he confirmed it to me when we picked him up from the police station before we brought him to this command here. He confirmed. I was like, you are the person, because I'm just seeing for the first time, apart from the social media pictures that have been flying. I was like, you are the one that murdered my sister. He nodded and said, yes. I was like, you will tell us where we are going to, why you murdered my sister. He now nodded that yes, he will. So I just need to know why he murdered my sister, and I need justice to just be served. That is all that I need, because any other thing that will happen will not bring my sister back to life. That I have come to terms with. But I just need the law to just take its full course on this guy. That is all that I need. That's all. That's the least. My
As in this, her sister, she spoke well. Like, the way the lady spoke, she said whatever is going to happen is not good. Like, I love the strength. Honestly, I love the strength in this girl. The fact that she said whatever is going to be said is not going to bring back whatever. Namakula, I'll come back later on for us to talk about the house. Okay, now we're talking about something very serious, honestly. So later on, I'll come back to speak about it. Okay, thank you.
Really deserve at this point now. I have never seen him before until his pictures were shown to me on social media, and it was on Sunday that was the first time I ever saw his picture, ever in my entire life. Sunday was the first time I saw him, and he said he claimed, because the video I first saw on social media, he claimed that he has been dating my sister for the past 1 year, and you will be dating somebody's daughter for 1 year, and nobody in the home will even hear your name.
This is very simple. I was watching from one other guy too that was reviewing this thing. Is it George? That is his name. He said it's a simple thing. If he really was dating the girl, of course, any relationship, distance relationship, or even communication is very key. You get what I'm trying to say to you. So checking through his phone record, the police will get to know if they were dating. Because to me, I just feel he's using the dating routes to talk. You get, like, to make it look like it's a crime of passion and all of that.
Or know you. That's absurd. Like, I cannot
really
even fathom
absurd.
it at all, because it doesn't happen in my family. It can happen any other place, any other family, but in my family, that doesn't happen. because there is a certain way we were brought up. Even just friends, not even sexual relationship or intimate relationship, just friends. Everybody has to know your friends so that as you are going out, we will know where you are going to and when you are coming back and who to hold responsible if anything happens to you. But this so-called Timi guy, we don't know him. We've never seen him until we were called up to tell us that this guy murdered and dismembered our sister. Salome is she's 24 already. Today is 14 or 15th. So she's 24 years, 1 month and 5 days.
Aww.
She was born 1999, December 10th. And she's a graduate. She's a youth corps member and she's serving in Nikon Insurance.
I don't know this girl, but hearing her sister talk, this is a young girl with ambition, with potential. I feel like shading now. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm so emotional like that. I feel like shading. Like, you see a young girl, a young promising 24-year-old girl. Like, I know a monster like that would not think that way, but
she's supposed to be done with her service like in the next few months. And this unfortunate incident just happened.
Yes, the position of the family is we discovered it.
now this is Samson Adaidu is her uncle. Yeah, I'm sure her father's brother, because all of them are Adaidu. So there is her father. This is why Idomas. Adaidu is a Idoma name. So this guy is her uncle.
Through the Nigerian police, and we are expecting justice from the police. He has succeeded in destroying our daughter. Not ordinary killing, he butchered her into pieces.
Sorry,
He cut that body into more than 50 pieces.
Hey!
And when you look at the whole thing, he's preparing that body for consumption. Because he cut all these things and leave them in about 6 polythene bags. That is to say, if you look at where...
You see this thing, this Timileyon guy, this is not the first time. This guy is an OG. This is not the first time. And I don't know, I saw his body frame. I don't know, even as much as like he's into fitness. He has videoed himself on social media and he's into fitness. I'm just trying to imagine, did he do all of these things by himself? And with the way the uncle is describing the whole thing, this guy is a pro. Like, this guy is not a first timer.
People contributed money to buy cow during festive period. And those times that the Fulanis who come to share the cow among the people that contributed for it, that is exactly what he did in his room. And when we went to his room, we discovered that this is not the first thing he's doing. This is the first time he's doing this thing. He's a professional in this.
Yes.
He has a place. He has a place in his room. All those kind of knife, he has them there that he used to cut and arrange. Yeah, there is a big basin there that he cuts and put inside. And in short, there are a lot of evidence that this is not even the first person he's...
What is a young single guy doing with basin? This guy, what is like on a norm, let's tell ourselves the truth. A young single guy living alone, that has basin. That is basin is like a big like that in itself is, it tells you that guy is on a regular
destroyed there. And in his area there, he's known to be a fraudster. He has deceived many churches to collect their money and run away. They call him a gospel musician, but on the network I discover he's a fraudster.
Exactly.
He has duped many people, committed a lot of crime before he landed himself in this business that he's doing now. I am suspecting him to be a human part trafficker, because the way he prepared those bodies is not meant for any other thing. It's meant for consumption. They clean it up for consumption. And also, I want to commend the effort of the DPO of New Karishi.
This her uncle, is he suspecting cannibalism or something? Because people said ritual. Some people say, but the way the uncle is talking is like, is he suspecting maybe there's cannibalism somewhere? Yeah, the way he cleaned it up, and this is
Division.
tough.
He did tremendously. I was shocked at his effort in this thing. He started this work without anybody of the family being there to fuel him, to pay for paper for case. All this, he didn't look for me for anything. When the call comes that I lost, that my daughter had an accident and he was in OK General Hospital. I came to OK General Hospital and discovered that it was not an accident, it was a case of murder. And when I look at his efforts to get the situation control, I say yes, he's right. I commended him to the area commander of New Karo in Nasarawa State yesterday, his efforts. And also I'm here to even let the nation know that the DPO has proved that police were not what they are saying about them. And I am also looking forward to see a good result from his superior as we are handing over this case to the Commissioner of Police of Nasarawa State.
The investigation is ongoing, and upon conclusion of the investigation, he will be arraigned in court for prosecution. I want to assure the family.
At this point, the fear of man should be the beginning of wisdom. Honestly speaking, like human being, like I remember there was a time I was reading it was a spiritual book, right? It was like all those religious book actually. And there was this part that there's a prayer that as a human being you should pray, that you should not meet another human being like you that will treat you in a very humiliating way. So that thing keep ringing in my head every day. I keep praying that I should not meet another human being like me that would treat me in a despicable way. That is an important prayer that at this point I feel everybody should add it in their prayer point when they are praying. Because what human beings can do now, fear human beings. They will come and start crying is the devil and all of that. The devil cannot walk on his own. The devil needs a machinery. The devil needs an agent. May we never jam with the agent of the devil, and may we ourselves never be the agent of the devil. Because if I even call this guy a beast, I think it's a nice name. If I call him a monster, I still think it's a nice name, because I am seeing this for the first time where there's no remorse. And the confidence, like, I don't understand. If anybody told me that a time like this will come in our generation, or even the next generation, the ones unborn and unborn, other criminals we've seen, they at least, I don't know if I should use the word, they pretend to be remorseful. This one is not even pretending. And one very important thing, please, for all of us, male or female, it's so unfortunate that these things are happening more to the female gender. And like I said, maybe later on I'll talk about it or something like, or in a video or another live stream. What we absorb on this social media space, I remember last year when US started taking down all of those red pill content, people were, hey, they're taking it. Do you know what it fabricates in the heart of do you know what that content can fabricate in the hearts of some young men, or even old men generally, both young, old, middle age? Do you know what it can fabricate? Do you know what it can give birth to? When those information meets a psychopath, when it meets a psycho, do you know what that person will process this? Because Psychopaths are just looking for the perfect channel to channel their negative energy. When it was being cancelled, people, hey, those messages, I don't know how it was at the beginning, but it later became evil. It later became I don't know which word to use, but it later became very destructive. Very, very destructive. This guy is an example of, I don't know what he has absorbed in his life or whatever mentality he has. Or number one, I know for sure this is a psychopath. This is a psycho, a full-blown psycho. Will I also add other names? I don't want to do that. But this guy is evil with capital letters. I don't even know how to describe this guy. And he's manipulative. You see all this that he's doing? He's trying to be manipulative, but come on. We see through these things. He is trying to, he's trying to claim insanity, or he's trying to, like, I don't know, but to me, the whole thing, in as much as he's saying what he's saying that sometimes doesn't even correlate or doesn't even make sense, I still see a manipulator in the midst of all of these things. I don't know what you see, but just go to Channels Television. You will see the interview. Timileyon, is it Timileyon? What's that his name? Ajayi. You guys will see it. It's just something that happened a day or two ago. Yeah. Like, when you guys see the countenance, and on social media, he comes off like a motivational speaker. That is why you have to be careful. You see the social media? That was why last week or 2 weeks ago that VDM did what he did. He said people on social media in fact, are stupid. There are some things that you don't just pick on social media and run. See, social media is not real. Like, what remember is not, like, most of it is not real. Am I saying that there's a little bit of reality? Yes, there's a little bit of reality in it, right? Because if there wasn't reality, there wouldn't have been something you could build on for it not to look like reality. But there's something about social media that is not as accurate as you think. I have a life outside social media. You just see me, I sit in front of this camera, I'm talking, blah, 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 blah. But I have another life behind me that, if I show you, is a different level. You'll be shocked. You understand? So when people see people on social media and think they know them too much, it's not true. It's not true. Like, in fact, at this point, I'll use the word all. Everybody on social media is giving you what they want you to see. Even if some of you will say some people oversharing and all, yeah, they choose to overshare. They chose it, so they're giving you. But in as much as they are oversharing, you think is everything they're telling you still? No. You think it's everything they are telling you still? Even when we watch reality shows, you think it's everything we see? No. It's a reality show that they say 247, blah, 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 blah. You think it's everything we see. So a lot of things should start going through our minds. A lot of things should start going. Imagine this guy being on social media, that his name is Caesar on TikTok. I've not even checked it out. I will do maybe when I finish this live stream. Being a motivational speaker, and some people will say they want to pick inspiration. He's a motivational speaker. They want to, please find yourself. Like, find your spirituality in yourself. Discover your God, whatever you believe in yourself. Talk is cheap. Microphone is cheap. Phones are cheap. There are cheap ones, obviously, that will have cameras still. People can come and feed you with whatever they want you to be fed with. Don't get carried away. Hi. I don't even know if what I'm saying is making sense. But honestly speaking, this thing about this guy, I know so many news have fly in and out, and all of that. But there's just this thing about this one that is just so scary. It's looking like something that came from a movie, like from a horror movie. Yeah, from a horrific movie or horror movie. Yeah. What? Let me stop here. Maybe later on I'll come up and we will talk about Big Brother in Zamzi. Yeah, I've not been able to do content, although the ones I did, I don't know. Encourage me, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share if you can. Comments is very important. Thank you so much, Samson, for coming. How is Jigawa? I'm sure the weather over there is very cold. Namakula Jolie, I'll come later on, so I will talk about that one. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to vent. I just wanted to let it out. I think I'll feel a little bit better now. Thank you.